turn up the boost on the GTO. And also, we got to go get some E85. So let's get started for the day. Now, it literally took me about a week. I've been daily driving this whole week. We've been really lucky with weather. So I've been daily driving the GTO here, and yeah, I had to run out all of my gas tank, and just cruising around, you don't use that much gas. So it took me a minute to get it completely empty. So hence why you guys really haven't seen a video on the GTO. But today, pretty much we're just gonna bump up the wastegate spring. If you guys know me, I'm really all about simplicity. So with simplicity, I'm only modulating boost through wastegate springs. I don't want to deal with a boost controller or anything like that, because I'm still on a stock ECU, and the stock ECU is not tunable on the fly like that. It can adjust for the added boost. So especially because it is also on SD tune, and yeah, it can't adjust on the fly like that. So to keep the pieces down on the turbo setup, I'm just going solely off a wastegate spring, and that is it. Also, so this is the old clutch master. This one's toasted, as you guys could see, it's toasted. But the new one in the BMW, this was actually leaking, and I was just tripping. So this was leaking, so I just had to push in the little nipple a little bit further, and it stopped leaking. And so the GMW is good to go. We're gonna still have some fun in that car, and I'm gonna stop tripping about it. And but if one of these goes again, we're definitely going automatic in that car. For these wastegates, they're pretty tough to get the springs in by yourself. So this is the kind of stuff you have to do. So then when I loosen up all the springs, or all the screws here, it's not gonna go flying on me. I had to have my wife help me do this last time. It was funny. Okay, so 14-pound spring, 1450 is green, blue, black. All right, let's put some green, blue, and blacks in, huh? And then we gotta slowly release this one. There we go. So I had red and green. So funny. This is really funny. I had a red and green in there, which I thought, I don't even know what happened. Red and green, actually on this new chart, red and green is only 7.25 PSI. And then the car spiked the other day because one of my fittings fell out. So it actually spiked to 10 pounds, but red and green is only 7.25 pounds of boost, which is nothing. So I'm really not even scratching the surface. I'm literally about to double the boost, which I'm super scared about. Even if I did a black and blue, which is just about a 12-pound spring, that's 11.60 PSI, would be quite a bit more. And then green, red, black is 13. So I'm jumping all the way up to I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit nervous about this. GTO already scares me a little bit, so we do have to get another retune so he can adjust the fuel maps and everything for the 85 and the added boost. So this is what cars do to you. I got this car, I'm like, oh yeah, just a cam would be dope. Got a cam, that was dope. It was dope for a long time. Oh man, I think supercharger would be dope. Got a supercharger, that was dope for a long time. Now I'm like, yeah, turbo's gonna be dope. Now I got a turbo, now I'm hella nervous, but it's pretty dope. Alright, it's time guys, let's go throw some E85 in this bad boy. So I'm super excited with how it's about to feel. Borderline nervous, I'm not gonna lie. That is a lot more boost than what I had in it before, ever. And we're gonna keep it a bit conservative, but with good tuning, I mean, sky's the limit with these motors. So I hope I'm another one of those stock bottom end guys who last for a long time. Oh, I can't wait. The smell of E85. The smell of E85. I gotta keep it chill still though, because the tuner has to make some adjustments to the timing and everything. Timing and the fuel tables, but nothing crazy. E85. I've been dreaming of this moment for so long. Not even playing. I've been dreaming about this moment for so long. Something is knocking in my engine. As funny as that is, I mean, it's not funny. I mean, it is what it is, but as funny as that is, I went to my buddy David's house to get a second opinion. I thought it was lifters, but it's definitely not lifters. We put a engine stethoscope on the engine itself, and I put it on the oil pan to try to see if I could hear anything, and I can't hear anything. It seems like the knocking and pinging, it's not even a knock really, it's not necessarily, it's not going with RPM, I guess. I think it's something with the clutch or flywheel that is causing this tick 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 noise. Hold on, I'm gonna be real quiet, hopefully you can hear it. And it's so subtle. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. It's like so faint. It's like really, really faint, but I'd rather be, you know, safe than sorry. So we're gonna pull this guy in, turn on this light. But yeah, I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I'm gonna pull the GTO in and see what it is. Hopefully it's something in the bell housing like I think, because everything else seems to be all right. But I got a busy night ahead of me now. So I'd use a stethoscope on the bottom end of the engine and on the lifters, and I just recently cleaned out everything. I'm really, really strict about my oil changes, and yeah, so I definitely don't think it's one, a lifter, two, I don't think it's the bottom end. I definitely feel like maybe my flywheel bolts might have backed out on my clutch assembly, but we won't know until we get in there. The unfortunate part about today is I had something completely different scheduled. I had just put E85 in the car and put a 14-pound wastegate spring in it. I was hoping to go ahead and get some rips in the car, but it doesn't look like that's gonna be the case. Looks like we're gonna do some diagnosing. We gotta get this thing dialed, and that's the deal. What I'm about to do is I'm gonna pull the transmission first, because I really, really feel like it is not necessarily a rod knock or spun bearing or anything like that. I definitely feel like it's possible that my clutch pressure plate worked their way, the bolts loose, or the flywheel backed out, something to that effect. But I can't feel it when you drive the car, but it's just an assumption right now, so we're gonna see what it is. All right, we almost got everything unbolted. I have done this a time or two, so that was literally like 10-15 minutes max. Now I just gotta unbolt the shifter, and then I should be able to drop the transmission down, and then we'll check out this flywheel. All right, guys, I just separated the transmission from the bell housing, and look at this. I'm gonna pull this out, and just to verify that's the noise, I'm gonna start up the car, and I hope. That's supposed to be like that. That's wild that my stuff still worked though. So I was tripping. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous. I was like, dang, this is a terrible time. Christmas is next week. I don't really have the extra to go and buy a new engine right now, so it was super relieving to find that it was just the slave cylinder and that I could reassemble this and I could be driving again tomorrow. So we will be doing some pulls. I might go up to the shop tomorrow to get the adjustment tune, and then I'm gonna go from there. So 14-pound wastegate spring and E85 is in the car. Let me get this back together and we're gonna go for some rips. Dang, it reeks the E85 in here. But I'm so excited to run that E85 tomorrow, baby. We're gonna put this thing back together and then it's game time.
It's the time for games and it's the time to kill. Make up your mind, baby, cause the time is here.